Well, welcome everybody. We are finally back.
Yes.
We're still down a member because life happens, but
Yeah, man.
everything we've heard is that Noel's doing okay, but he had a little health emergency, so he can't join us tonight. So we've rescheduled our interview with Gabe because we wanted Noel to be a part of that because the rest of us have already interviewed him before, and Noel hasn't got to be a part of that, so we didn't want him to miss out on that. So we will let you know when we get that rescheduled so that Noel can join us. But welcome to the Summoner Circle. Yesterday was new content day, so I'm sure we've got lots we can be talking about. Jay might take us into the library in a little bit, maybe. But
I sure can.
how's everybody doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. Happy to be
Good.
back and chatting with you
Doing
guys.
okay. Just
Yeah.
waiting for a ride to do something. Then I'll have my camera on at home.
Pinhead's on remote for this podcast right now.
Yes. Penn joins us live from a remote location. Alrighty, so I guess I was not a part of the last episode, but I'm sure it went well. I didn't actually listen to all of it yet, but I'll try and do that at some point. Last week was a rough week, so I haven't done a whole lot of anything. But so I guess we should talk about new content. First of all, we got the teasers images a week or two ago, and there was some anger amongst the Summoner Circle crew. Some of us, most of us, I think, were certain that we were finally going to get everyone's favorite horse-faced robot cosmic god person, cosmic alien robot, whatever, Corbinite. But we did not. We instead got the Destroyer armor, which is cool. And we got Cole Borson, which is at this point, I think, a relatively deep cut, all things considered. I mean, it's not as deep as some cuts, but it's a deep cut.
Yeah.
You know, it's Fear Itself, which was
For sure.
what, early 2000s? Is that when Fear Itself came out?
2010s.
2010s? I couldn't remember for sure.
Yeah, like early 2010s.
Yeah, so, but gotta be honest, he's off embargo now, so we can talk about it. It's pretty flippin' cool. Like, he's gonna be a pain on defense, but I haven't gone hands on yet. I'm hoping maybe this weekend I can test him out some, but from reading through the kit and stuff and watching the spotlight, it looks like he's gonna be a lot of fun to play. Definitely going to be a pain on defense. I don't know for sure that he's made this public knowledge, but he probably has because he has all the other ones. He belongs to our boy DLL.
DLL.
DLL
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
designed
He
this
confirmed in the
designed the
video.
designed the Snurpent, as I will forever call him after the typo that was in the CCP Discord the other day. So the Snurpent belongs to DLL, so I'm sure he will be a lot of fun to play because all the rest of his champs have been. So, and it means I'll be ranking him up because I rank up all of Eclipse and DLL's champs because I trust them.
Good chance, man.
I trust them. They're really
Me too.
good. So I rank up other people's champs too, but those two guys they get automatic non-tested rank ups from me because I trust them. So, what do y'all think? Are y'all excited? You still disappointed because we didn't get Bill? What are y'all's thoughts about
Nah,
the champs?
I have
I'm excited.
I have mixed feelings because everybody wants Beta Ray Bill, right? Even though I didn't vote for him and such. To be fair, I'm not playing anymore, sure, but still.
I mean,
Still a
Bill's
win.
Bill's coming at some point. He's got to. I
Yeah.
mean,
I-
I don't
Still
know.
have those synergies.
I don't know what the delay is. I don't know if Marvel's wanting them to hold off or what, but like he's coming at some point. It's kind of like other champs, like you knew at some point the Fantastic Four were going to be in the game, which I think we all know why it took as long as it did for them to come into the game because of the whole just the mess that was the rights to the Fantastic Four period.
Gosh.
But it's
I love
one of
that
those
Gabe
things.
Snuck 'em in anyways.
Oh yeah, but it's kind of like it's the same thing as the MCU and the X-Men. It's like, well, at some point you can't really do a Marvel universe without the X-Men. You can't really do a Marvel fighting game without bringing Bill in at some point. I feel like it's just gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's the same way with other champs too. Like I think it's criminal that Lizard's not in the game yet. Like I feel like as far as a Spider-Man rogue, like Lizard is just. I feel like he's one of the.
I want to talk about that later.
Yeah, sure, we will.
bring it
We got other things to talk about with that, but. So yeah, I mean, I understand people being disappointed. I'm sure that Nick is in mourning, but it'll happen eventually. So.
He was pretty peeved. He was really peeved. He was just going ham on Twitter.
Oh
It
yeah.
was really funny.
What about you, KB? What were your thoughts about it? Were you upset? Were you not? You didn't really care, or?
No, I didn't really care. I felt bad more for like my boys Bart and
Yeah, for sure.
XN.
Yeah, for sure.
I know they're very heartbroken. I'll be honest. I don't really know much about Serpent.
That's fair.
The Destroyer armor is badass. Looks
Dude,
cool.
yes.
Yeah, the Destroyer
Looks
is
badass.
looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm neutral, man. I'm excited for the champs. I kind of took a step back myself. I didn't completely quit like Penn, but I stepped down off of our main alliance because we were chatting about it a little bit before the show, but I'm trying to land a big fish in real life so I could take my real life account progression up to Valiant, and I've just been focusing on that. I kind of had to slow down with MCOC a bit, so I'm trying to reserve myself, and I'm not being emotionally tied to the game anymore. So whoever they give us, dude, I'm happy for it. I'm excited to play at my own leisure and have a good time and chat with you guys about all this fun stuff. And I am a little upset about the new feature because I opened 20 and I only pulled Bullseye and the rest were all horrible dupes, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to get mad about that either. I really, talking about DLL champs, I believe Kashala was one. I really want her.
Yes.
Demonator in there in the audience has been bragging about his 7-star for like ages since he pulled her, and I'm very jealous. But yeah, I'm good. I'm excited for Serpent and Destroyer. I'm sad for my friends that didn't get who they wanted, but I agree with you guys. I think they can't not give us Bill. So
Yeah, another time.
Yeah, I think it's imminent. That may be 3 more years from now or whatever, but I think it's gonna happen at some point.
This year.
Yeah,
This year, man.
I honestly, I really do think he's coming. I think he's coming this year, even though it wasn't when we thought he was. I think he'll still come this year. Honestly, I really do. So,
Well,
don't do that.
true. I mean, they haven't unveiled the second half of the year, right?
Yeah, we've
second half of
we've only got
Enjoy snurping around.
yeah we only have the first half of the year teasers, and let's be honest, they're just doing stuff now to keep Jay from being a perfect guesser. So
It is true. I can't
Yeah,
deny that fact. It's true. Dude, can we talk about the tease? So you remember it was the blank in the blank?
yeah,
It straight up is just the Serpent and the Destroyer armor. Like, that's just the title of the EQ.
yep.
Like, oh, man.
I thought about, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, they literally just gave the names of the champs. Like, that was the
Yeah. Like, no, obviously it's obvious if you know who the champs are, but it's not obvious if you don't.
they just
It is what it is.
they had to
really
get
excited.
they had to get one up on you at some point. So they had
It
to
is.
sometimes you gotta throw the curve. Sometimes sometimes you gotta throw the curve.
They're gonna be throwing a lot of curves, I've heard.
Maybe
This semester, I should say.
This semester.
this semester.
These two quarters, man.
Jay can't get out of college brain yet, even
Dude,
though
I've
even
called my coworkers classmates so many times. It's really funny.
Oh, I get how you feel. At my current job, I still see my paperwork as homework.
Ugh.
Like, oh no.
Well,
I
I'm an
work at
artist, so I
home.
don't gotta deal with that.
Yeah. You work with art, not numbers.
Sometimes. That works.
Anyways.
My job revolves around stuff that's homework for other people, so it technically works. But
Okay.
Yeah. I want to talk. The Destroyer armor is like I'm most excited for.
yeah,
Because like, just like I Thor comics were just one of my favorites to just look at the art for, and the Destroyer armor just pleasantly was always just so fun to see written into a story and just see him blast everything, because it really is what Cyclops should be. Like, I don't know if you guys are watching the animations for the Destroyer, but you're like, dude, I want Cyclops to look and feel like that. Like, come on.
Spotlight vid was pretty dope. The deep dive is pretty.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah, it looks good. Kit looks really good too, which we've talked about this
I'm
some.
most excited.
We've talked about this some on the show, but everybody knows I love me some Mystic Champs, so this looks like another one that I'm gonna have to be ranking up because it looks real nice. It'll fit right alongside my 7-star Charlotte.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm feeling a B tier placement, to be honest, with this one.
Yeah?
Like, it just feels like it's gonna be on the B tier because he's gonna be strong, he's gonna be dual threat, right? Like, that's what they said, right? But I feel like I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping he's better because he is the Destroyer. But I'm feeling like a B tier placement overall in terms of where he would land amongst Mystics.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. B tier Mystics is pretty flippin' strong still.
Yeah.
Because the A tier is like, champs that will never get as 7 stars because, like, I mean, come on. B tier Mystic's pretty darn good. Let's be honest. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. The kit looks pretty cool from the deep dive that old Karate Man made. It looks pretty sweet.
On beta. You know what we got cheated out of on beta? Because you know how DLL made the Serpent?
Yeah.
He could have made Beta Ray Bill.
Well, he could also be making Peter at Bill.
Yeah.
True.
He's already defeated two in the same class, so who knows? He might call dibs.
True.
You never know. You never know. I
Who
guess
knows? Maybe
we
this
will
be
find
the thing
out.
that brings me back.
I gotta say, surprisingly, with the update obviously coming out right before it ended, like right before the event quest ended, last month stuff ended, I actually did the entire side quest last month. That is the first time in pretty much a year since I've fully done a side quest. I did the entire Ironheart side quest, just to get the Forged to Fight title, because obviously Transformers Forged to Fight. I was like, dude, I gotta get that little Easter egg title. And plus, it was an easy side quest, so I'm surprised I'm playing more than ever. But
I was gonna say, I haven't stepped back like y'all have, and I'm pretty sure it's the first side quest I've completely done everything of because it was an easy one and it was good rewards for not much effort.
Exactly.
But also, can we just talk about how great the titles for the side quests were from week to week?
Yes.
Love me some music references. Those were fun. Speaking of side quests, anybody got a rundown about how this month's works? Because I haven't. I've been getting these flower things in the mail, but I haven't even like looked at it to see like what I'm supposed to do.
Ask y'all.
No, dude, I have no idea.
I think it's
Yeah,
trials,
you guys
which
know more
is
about
I'm trying to remember which ones the trials are from, because they basically have like 5 or 6 formats that they kind of rotate through and just change the like theme.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember which one the trials is. Is that like the one that was like Sinister something or other before? Maybe. I can't remember. We should probably research before we bring up topics on this show, but Where would be the fun in that? Anyway,
I mean,
Well,
yes.
I guess
I always remember
we
the
could talk
Mangog trials.
about
That's the ones I
sagas.
remember.
yeah.
You could talk about sagas while you guys do the research on the side quest, I guess. I don't know.
You might as well, because I think the side quests have to do with the sagas, don't
I do?
they? I believe so.
I mean, the
Or at least
thing,
the trials.
the thing we've been getting in the mail is a Krakoan flower, so I guess technically, yeah, it is tied into
Yeah,
the sagas
gonna
in
say.
some way. But yeah, I mean, sagas are here, which I think is kind of cool to have kind of a, like a overarching theme, kind of covering multiple areas of the contest and spanning a few months. The magic thief or magic heist or whatever event that's going on that you just got to run 2 rounds of arena to get some really good rewards is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's some really good rewards in there for 3 minutes of effort once a day. It's pretty solid. So
Yeah, absolutely. I've been finally using my 8 7-stars that I have. I haven't used them yet. And just doing the arena, I'm finally using them. I finally ranked them all to max out at their rank 1. But it's cool because it's so easy. Like, it's funny because I think the second week we were kind of, obviously we're all complaining like, hey, there's no extra content to do that's kind of just easy and you get rewards, not as time consuming because we were talking about how important our time is. And so I really feel good about this because it really is so simple. You just do 6 fights a day in arena. Like, it's so easy.
Yep. 2 rounds and you're done. It takes 3 minutes, I mean.
Yeah.
Don't forget to do them.
Yeah,
follow Dragon.
there's been, I've seen some people complaining about the lack of, like, grace days. I'm like, people, it takes 3 minutes. I know you're busy and I know it might be a pain to log in every day, but it takes 3 minutes to do 2 rounds of arena, Even if you're not running recoils, I mean, 5 minutes at the very most to do enough it's probably not even that, So I mean,
Yeah. I don't run recoil, so it's really simple.
but there's some
Well,
flipping
now fun.
good rewards in there. I mean, if you do all of them, you're gonna get. I think the next level I'm at is you get a 3 to 4 gem for the magic attacks, and then the top reward is a 4 to 5 gem for the magic attack. Like, I mean, we're talking about a free 4 to 5 gem for literally 3 minutes of work once a day for however long it takes. That's pretty crazy. And the pool is pretty big pool with some pretty good champs in it. So I mean, there's lots of options to use it on. So I've been enjoying the specific sig stones. It's helping me get some sigs on some champs that I have been wanting to get up. So
I'm holding on to mine. I don't really have anyone ranked up in that pool. They're all rank 1 6-stars.
Oh yeah.
Or they're unawakened, like they're not awakened. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, I guess I'm gonna have to keep on these for a little bit.
I've been using mine to
Sure
help.
beats your only
Sure beats what?
Your only 2 awakenings having been Mystics, Mangog, and Dragon Man. That was fun.
Were those on your
Literally
7 stars
working
pin?
with- Yeah, 7-star awakenings.
I still don't have one.
You haven't duped a 7-star
working
yet,
on it.
Jay?
No, not in 8 crystals. I have not duped one.
Well, here's to hoping it's a good awakening and not one
Yeah.
of those.
I mean, when you've only got
I got some good.
when you've only got 8 7-stars, it's actually kind of nice to not have. Like, I know I saw some people that they're like, this is my 4th 7-star and I've got 2 dupes or whatever, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Like, if you're trying to build up your 7-star roster and you're duping them immediately, like I think I had like 10 or 12 before I finally duped one for the first time. But some of the ones I have,
I duped Gore.
I've been waiting. I wanted.
Gore, like. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, I was just saying, like,
Third gore.
Thankfully, a few of the ones that I have finally duped were ones I actually wanted to dupe on. Like I duped my Sam Cap. I was super excited about that, and a couple others that I actually wanted to dupe for. So
Very nice. I duped. He's in the YouTube chat. My boy Christian Garcia right there. I duped his favorite champion, old Silver Surfer,
nice.
Prestige God.
I would have been happy with pulling a 7-star Silver Surfer. I actually just ranked up my 6-star the other day. I actually have been enjoying. Yeah, I've actually grown to really like him.
I can see that. I used to run arena with him a lot.
I ranked him up during the Nebula Winter of Woe thing because he was one of the objectives, and I already had him ranked up a little bit, so I ranked him up some more to try and get that point. Which I never actually got that point, but it's fine. I really enjoy using him. I think he's pretty good. You know, he's solid. I would be really interested to see what he's like as a 7-star because I actually really enjoy him. I think he's got some cool stuff in his kit. So
speaking of 7-star, we got a little 7-star Nightcrawler with the buff with the sagas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I like the buff. It's pretty solid. I just took my 6-star to rank 4 this last week.
I like that.
So I actually didn't even realize that the buff was already live when the first time I used him after I ranked him up because like I had seen the announcement in the Discord and stuff, but I didn't realize it was like coming like with the update, and so I picked him for like Alliance Quest or something and just jumped in and was playing. I was like, wait a minute, I'm stacking prowess. Oh, the buff is live. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. But yeah, I just took mine to rank 4. I've been slowly ranking him up for a while because he is my favorite. Nightcrawler's always been my favorite X-Men character, so it was one of those. Like I'm gonna rank him up no matter what because he's one of my favorite comic characters. So, and now he's even better. So
he got me Paragon.
Nice.
It was Nightcrawler, yeah, ages ago. I had like I finished maybe it was Abyss or something, and I had gotten a mutant 6-star 2 to 3 gem, and at the time he was my only mutant 6-star, and it was like Cyber Weekend or something, and I was like, shit, I don't want to miss the deals, so I just took Nightcrawler up.
Nice.
And, it's been a long time coming. I'm glad he got the buff. That's my boy.
Yeah, dude.
Go way back.
Hey, how you guys liking the buff? Have you tried it, KB?
No, I haven't tried it. To be honest, since the new content came out yesterday, I've played the game for like a total of 5 minutes. I jumped into AQ. I made some moves I needed to make, and then...
and got those Magic Thief rewards.
That's right, yeah. yes.
I like it. I haven't played with him a ton yet, but it's pretty solid. I like it. I'm looking forward to playing around with it. Playing around with it some more.
I want that 7.
I do too.
Yeah, man.
Hope
I gotta save those currencies up.
Gotta flippin' do stupid battlegrounds.
Oh no, we have to do battlegrounds for that?
Unless you're gonna spend money and get the extra ones from other places, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta do battleground.
It's this season and then the next 2 seasons, I think. Which I think you just have to get to Gladiator Circuit. So finish Victory Track, I think, to get that.
3 seasons.
I only played 2 matches last Battleground season. Like I didn't touch it. Like, and it's crazy. Like I played 2 and I won both the fights, and then I set it back down, and then I never went back in. Like I just for whatever reason, like I like Battlegrounds, but I'm not good at it. And like there's so many players with like so much deeper rosters. It's like, well,
yes.
if I get matched up against the wrong person, I'm just gonna get slaughtered regardless. So like, so I try to get decently high, but at least I'm try to get to Gladiator Circuit, and then I just give up because I'm not gonna advance in Gladiator Circuit.
Yeah.
But the first time I made Gladiator Circuit, I literally like either from people rage quitting or connection issues made it through like the last like 3 or 4 like rankings of victory track. It was just like, oh, it disconnected. Awesome. I just advanced to Diamond 3 or whatever. Like, so like the first time I made Gladiator Circuit, I was like, well, I made it, so I get good rewards, but I don't feel that great about it because I just like lucked out to get here. But
coasted your way through.
Yeah. If I could figure out a way to do that every time,
Yeah.
that would be awesome because I need these runes. I need these rune stones. Dang it! I need my 7-star Kurt.
I like that they did seeding now because grinding from square one to GC every single season really sucks.
Yeah,
But
I agree. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Like last season, I didn't even do enough fights to get my like advance to wherever you placed the season before. That's how checked out of Battlegrounds I was this last season. Like I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much. I've dipped like all the way back down. So now when they seed me, I start out in like silver or gold or something.
Yeah, I
I
think.
was starting out.
Yeah, I think
had to go through platinum. I think.
Yeah.
Or vibrate. I don't know.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm back down to like silver 3 or something, or maybe all the way back down. I don't know if it zeroes you all the way out or not, but because I haven't touched Battlegrounds since it came back yet either. But I will try.
Imagine, baby, we gonna come back strong this season.
Well, I will. I am going to try to get Gladiator Circuit for these next 3 seasons so I can get those rune stones for the Nightcrawler. But I don't know. I've just been, with everything that's been going on with us, like I'm trying to just enjoy life how I can, and I've been dipping into other games and stuff too. So like, I do my Alliance stuff and I play some content, but like I didn't explore Thronebreaker this last EQ. I did complete it yesterday, but I was like, oh crap, new content's tomorrow. I should at least do completion around of Thronebreaker.
I know that.
So, I'm still active. I still keep up with everything and talk with people about the game, and I still enjoy playing the game. It's just like I've been enjoying playing. I've been playing Apex Legends some, and playing Idle Champions, which is a Dungeons and Dragons idle clicker RPG game that's a lot of fun to play, and it's got a lot of cool D&D characters from different games and different live plays and stuff that I enjoy. And so, just been picking up other stuff or spending time with the kids or trying to piece life back together. So not as hardcore into just grinding as all the content as I have been in the past, but not for lack of enjoying the game. I still enjoy playing it. I don't know. We were in the middle of Alliance War, and I wanted to not mess with masteries and stuff, so I just turned off ouchies and stopped grinding Arena for the last month or whatever. I'm sure I'll get hardcore back into it again at some point, because it seems to ebb and flow for me sometimes. But
Have you dipped your toes back in to war with the new tactic yet?
I haven't. I hung out enough that everybody complained about it, and they're already changing it. So, But I just from reading it, I was like, ugh. I run Path 9. This is gonna suck. So.
Yeah, because you have one eye open in Section 2.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah, one of the guys that was running off-season war, he posted a picture of that exact node and was like, how the crap are we supposed to do this? Because I guess you're supposed to parry stun to do something with the node, but then one eye open makes it where you can't do that.
Indestructible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then you can't attack them because of one eye open. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I guess
Not fun.
it's like
fast track.
well,
my departure.
I guess we're all running Namor. No. Which I don't even know if Namor works for that either, but does he work for that? Does Namor reflect the one eye open damage?
I don't know.
He would reflect one eye open. It would just be a real pain because I don't think he's a meta attacker, right? So
No, probably not.
it would be a real.
Or is he? I don't know. Does he have X
real
magic?
old-fashioned
Does he have?
pain in the butt?
Does he have?
Is he an X match?
I don't know. I don't remember. Let me look. I got the game open. Continue. I will look and see if he's on there.
Because that might work. It would definitely reflect the one eye open, but it would suck so bad because somebody's always going to put, like they were always putting Domino. We were running tier 2 wars in Plat 3, and they were like putting Domino on one eye open, and it's just like a cheat code.
Namor.
Put this.
Namor does have Ex Magica tag, so that might
be a good one. Maybe
might-
we discovered something live.
that might be an option. It might be the only option. I don't know. There's not anybody else that would. There's not anybody else that would prevent that damage, right?
No, it'd have to be like Kitty while she's phased or something, because she takes no damage when she's phased.
True.
But I don't think she's a meta attacker either. So, or I don't
No,
think
she's
a meta attacker. We just learned Namor is.
No, she's not. I was just trying to think. Is there anybody else like? Because is that direct damage? The one I open. It is, right?
I would
Like as far as
I
damage.
assume, but
Let me go. Is the war open right now? Let me go look at the node and see what it says. Let me go read the actual node if it's still up. Let's see. One eye open. 100% of the damage dealt to the defender while they are stunned is dealt back to the attacker. Oh. So it doesn't say direct damage. So... But I mean, there's not really...
whatever damage you do, I guess.
So I mean, Namor would definitely work. I just don't know if anybody else would. Because whatever damage you deal, it's dealt back to you. I don't know if damage reductions would apply to that or not. But I don't think any Ex Magica people have any kind of damage reduction like that either. I was just trying to think about who even could reduce that if they were an attacker. Like, I don't know
This is
if...
part of the game where I know nothing, like where I'm just so out of loop and everything.
Well, I mean, it's been in some story quests too, but I mean, basically, like, it just... Any damage you do to a stunned opponent, you take that damage, basically.
Gotcha.
So, I was just trying to think, like, I don't know if Thing's protection would do anything with that, or like Kor's rock stacks, but I mean, none of them are meta attackers either, you know. So it's interesting. I may have to ask some.
Maybe Fat Man.
I may have to ask
His
the.
damage gets capped.
Oh yeah. I may have to inquire in the CCP beta about that if there's any other champs that even avoid that just for future reference, because they do stick it in EQs and story quests occasionally.
For a long time since I've done that.
But anyway,
I'm sure.
but yeah, I mean, I guess Namor would be someone that technically would work. Should work. I mean,
Wouldn't hood.
I guess because he'll reflect the hazard shift damage too. I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, Namor. If you
Do
got
have,
a high sig Namor, that might be the best option there. Depending on who they put on there.
Guys,
What's up?
we've gone about 38 minutes, and I haven't heard a single juicy detail out of the library.
I know. I was gonna say something.
Yeah, I
about
think
Nitro.
I think we should probably head into the library. to see what
Okay.
the lore master has for us this
So-
week.
What?
What's this
So,
week?
what do you guys
Yeah.
want to hear? Because I think I might save the Destroyer and the Serpent for Gabe later this month, because there's some MRock stuff this month that I want to go into with Gabe. Because if you guys don't remember, if you guys never played MRock, the Destroyer was actually in MRock. Not only that, so was the Traitor. So we have
That's
two
true,
MRock
'cause
characters in the contest this month. So I really want to deep dive that in with Gabe. But I did want to talk about Nightcrawler, because Nightcrawler does some incinerate damage, which I saw a lot of people curious about.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So
why
why don't you?
It's not a choice I would have picked, but I'll go into it.
Why don't you
So-
you take us into the library and tell us a lot about Kurt Wagner?
Ooh, same journey. Let me get my book. I wrote these notes like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it's all
But
good.
yeah,
All good.
Kurtz is a mutant. He's got 2 mutations. Obviously, he's a mutant who has a physical mutation with his blue skin, his demon-like appearance, and then he has his teleportation powers, which have come very in handy. I definitely remember Nightcrawler from obviously the show, both shows, the X-Men '92 and also X-Men Evolution. I just love those. He was also in pretty much almost every Fox film, and he's just an iconic character. Like like you said, he's one of my favorites. Like he's just been so integral to the X-Men.
Please tell me he has a synergy with Kitty Pryde because of X-Men Evolution.
I don't think they updated his images.
Yeah, I don't think they changed any synergies that I can think of. Let me see.
But I think there is X-Men Evolution in the game somewhere. No, they didn't update his synergies. But so so they changed his origin, which I'll go into. So he obviously looks like Azazel. Azazel is a character that they added to the comics, I think 30 years after Nightcrawler's appearance in comics. Azazel in the comics was believed to be Nightcrawler's father, and that's how he got his appearance. They recently retconned that, which I'm happy with, because it's a change that the original creator of Nightcrawler wanted to do, is have Destiny and Mystique be the parents, where Mystique uses Azazel's DNA as a genetic sponsor for his genotype for Nightcrawler, and so that's kind of what they changed it to. And Nightcrawler still has, he has that DNA, which allows him his physical appearance, but also when he teleports, he goes through the realm that Azazel is from, the Nephilim. So to not pronounce that, but they're a demon race. So when he teleports, he goes through basically this demon dimension, and I think that's where that incinerate comes from. Not like obviously either from the dimension of bamfing, like the teleporting, or just he is half demon, at least genetically. So yeah, it's pretty cool. He's a dope character, super powerful. He joined the circus when he was first introduced in the comics. He left circus, and he got a swashbuckling sword. He's part of the Excaliburs. He was in a recent comic with Legion. Legion and Nightcrawler are best friends in the comics, which I think is awesome. Nightcrawler is kind of in charge of the religious part of Krakoa. Krakoa is kind of in shambles right now, so I don't really know what's happening with the comics. But it was really cool to see Legion and Nightcrawler team up, and Nightcrawler's got so many cool stories. Like there's a lot. There's a lot to his character, and he's iconic, and I can't wait to see him in the MCU.
Very
And
nice.
that's it.
Not to mention that the Age of Apocalypse version has the coolest flippin' comic scene in the history of comics. You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
What happened?
Rick
happened?
Rick Remender
me.
Rick Remender's X-Force run. Nightcrawler, Age of Apocalypse, Nightcrawler is a part of it. And for all of you that were upset about Blob eating Wasp, he kills Blob in the coolest flippin' scene I've ever seen in my entire life. If you want me to spoil it, I will. But you need to go read Remender's X-Force because it's awesome, for one thing. But for that scene, totally. But if you want me to tell you, KB, I will.
I do.
Do you want to know?
Spoiler.
Okay. All right. Spoiler alert!
I'm not sure it counts if you're not going to read it.
Spoiler alert for X-Force by Rick Remender. I don't remember who the artist is, but it's Rick Remender's run.
Skip to this time down below.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Nightcrawler, in order to defeat the Blob, who in this run basically is like impervious to damage from the outside, Nightcrawler teleports into an aquarium and grabs a shark. And then teleports said shark inside of Blob, where he is eaten from the inside out by said shark. And it's awesome! It's so awesome. Also, if you're a Deadpool fan, this X-Force run is also a very good Deadpool story, so I highly recommend it.
It's sick.
That was how Old Man Logan killed Hulk in that comic, right? Hulk ate him and he tore his way out of his stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like a classic
I think
at
so,
this
yeah.
point. Because we even have that in the MCU. Sort of, not really.
I'm all for shark stomach eating inside out. Works for me. I'm gonna have to go read it.
I mean, it's a trope at this point, but it works. You know, they even did it in Campaign 1, A Critical Role, for you D&D fans. They killed one of the dragons in a similar fashion. So.
Ooh. Teleported a monster inside of a dragon. A shark? Was it a shark?
No. It wasn't a monster. It was one of the party members teleported inside of the dragon and killed him from the inside.
I haven't listened to this. I'm watching Vox Machina, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
excited for that.
Yeah, I'm theorizing it's going to be, what's his name, Grog, from the first group, Vox Machina.
Oh no, it wasn't Grog. It's way better than that.
Ooh.
Something to look forward to.
As I say, I won't spoil it for people if anybody's watching it or still listening to it like I am, but
Listening to it.
watching
is
it,
it-
whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you.
He's
if
curious
you-
because he watched. So me and him watched Vox Machina on the Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
obviously it's from
the
their-
cartoon.
It's from their actual campaign.
Yeah.
Of the D&D playthrough. So I think
Yeah, I'm curious whether it made it into the show or not. I haven't watched the show yet, but I want to.
I don't. I can't remember.
I'm trying to finish the playthrough before I watch the show. But
The show is good though. The show
yeah,
is-
I'm sure it is. The story is fantastic. I'm like 50 or 60 episodes into it, but it's so good. I mean, for those of you that have lived under a rock or just don't follow D&D stuff, Critical Role is a live playthrough of Dungeons and Dragons, but everyone that is involved with it are professional voice actors or actors and actresses, so it's very, very well done and very entertaining.
Yeah.
And even
recognize-
you will know lots of people actually. They've done tons of stuff.
Well, I wanted to specifically say Marvel stuff because I know one of them's done Thor.
Well,
of the animated
so Liam has done. Liam O'Brien is one of them. He's done lots of Marvel characters. Travis Willingham has done several Marvel characters for animated stuff. His wife Laura has done Marvel stuff. Matt, who's the DM, is actually the voice of Vincent in the new FF7 Rebirth, the second part of the remake that just came out. He's the voice of Vincent,
I gotta get that.
who is my favorite character from Final Fantasy VII by far because he's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, I think Liam was. I think he did Doctor Strange for some of the animated stuff. He may have even done Doctor Strange for What If. I don't remember for sure, but I know some of the older animated stuff he did. Doctor Strange. Travis has done Thor for I think Avengers Assemble and a couple of the other older Marvel cartoons that they made. I think Laura was Black Widow for some of that stuff. So, and then Ashley Johnson is on there. She's, if you ever watched Growing Pains, she was the little girl in Growing Pains. But she's done a lot of stuff since then. But she's the only.
You guys aren't hearing anything in my background, are you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Good.
Ashley
Good.
Johnson's really the only one that's done a ton of like on camera acting work. Everybody else mostly does voice work, but
we'll try to get our own Marvel campaign coming up soon, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
I'd like to join you guys.
I'm hoping we can do the Marvel Multiverse playthrough starting soon. Just haven't really had time to be prepared to do so, but hopefully we can get that started in the next couple of months. You know, we'll
get there.
We'll probably do a session a month or something real easy, so we don't have to overload everybody. But
I think we got like 12 minutes here left, so I want to kind of bring the topic outside of the game.
Sure.
And we'll start off first. We'll keep it Marvel related because you obviously weren't here when the X-Men '97 trailer dropped. But I would love to hear your thoughts on the X-Men '97.
Well, I almost crapped my pants when Gambit charged up Wolverine's claws at the end.
Yeah.
So, I think it looks great. You know, I think it looks like exactly what it's going to be, which is, you know, a spiritual successor and continuation of the original animated series run. I love the last teaser line there with Magneto talking about how Xavier left everything to him, and I like his new look. It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like.
Have you guys seen the who's that one YouTuber who did the video on the '97 trailer? He went into like all the characters, and he even said that one of them was revealed because of that book that Magneto was holding. And and the confirmed mutant is supposed to be an Omega level mutant. I can't remember his name. Was it Matt something or other?
Yeah, Matthew Malloy.
Matthew Malloy.
We will see. I am a little hesitant on if they'll do it. If I'm being honest.
I mean, everybody was predicting Mephisto in the MCU, so
they still are.
Well, this one is very. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, there is Mephisto project. Just so you guys know, it's in the works.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's they're rewriting the magic side of the MCU right now. Like that's why Agatha show. I won't get into it, but they're writing Mephisto in, so not to the show, but to the mystic side, because they're building up Moon Knight. You know, they're building up Blade and all that. So Matthew Malloy is who they're teasing, obviously, with the Living Testament. You know, that's the sins of the past, right? But hear me out. What if it's Legion? What if it's Legion? What if that's his secret? He made everyone forget about Legion.
I can't.
Because that was his mistake.
I can't imagine why Jay is pitching that it might be Legion. I just can't. I mean,
I wonder why.
Jay doesn't even like Legion.
Hey.
Jay, I'm never gonna be mad about Legion's inclusion in any X-Men project. So I mean, I'd be perfectly.
He was in Evolution. He just wasn't in '92. I was always surprised he wasn't in '92.
He was in Evolution. I don't remember that episode, to be honest.
It's a one-episode thing where he shows up. Yeah. It's it's kind of a faithful adaptation, but it's a sort of. Evolution kind of did their own thing with their own story, which made it so good. But yeah, I do think there's a good chance it could be Legion because Matthew Malloy, like Matthew Malloy's a cool character, but he's just an overpowered character who's used once. Like it's just him and the Marquis of Death. That's it. That's all there is. It's just that one story, which is always I've hated. Same with like Franklin. Why I don't like Franklin is because like these characters have this ultimate high moment in comics, and it happens once. It's never repeated ever. Where Legion continues to have his power set increased versus these two lads. They're one and done. That's what I'm saying, dude. They're one and done.
Yeah, Jay likes his overpowered. Jay likes his overpowered mutants to stick around and screw everything up for all time, not to just do it once.
Yes. Hey,
dang it! Better. If they're gonna screw everything up, I want them to do it forever.
Or learn from it and help save everyone.
Legion's not gonna. Come on, Legion's not gonna learn from things.
Well, I mean, he has. Come on, he has. He's running the entire astral plane. The entire astral plane is his, man. Like, tell me that's not badass.
I need to confess something, Jay. Even though I started the live-action series for Legion, I don't think I got too far in the first season.
Okay, the first season is okay. You don't have to, because the best season, season 3, is the best one. It's okay. Season 3 is what you want to do, man.
Okay.
Dude, the show was so good. Like I said,
I
get a solo.
I have not watched it yet, but I have heard good things. So
it's on Hulu and Disney, guys.
Yeah, I just finished up one show that I was catching up on. As soon as I finish Ted Lasso, maybe I will jump into Legion. I've got like couple of episodes left of Ted Lasso to finish it.
It's fun.
It's so good. Such a good show.
It is good. Our in my work, my boss is a huge Ted Lasso fan, so our meetings are called the Diamond Dogs.
Yes.
And they howl at the end of every meeting.
It's awesome. I'm almost done with season 3. I think I've got like 2 episodes left, maybe a couple more than that, but it's a really good show. I highly recommend if you have not seen it, because it's on Apple TV and you didn't have it. Mm-hmm. Ted Lasso is worth the however much it is a month to at least get Apple TV long enough to watch the 3 seasons of Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
I will say that.
You could binge watch it all.
You could watch it all, and you could do a free trial and probably watch the whole series in a week. It's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth it. I kid you not. I'm considering as soon as I finish the finale, starting over and watching the whole series again. It's that good. Like I love it. It's fantastic. The character development is great. The way that they handle different subject matter and stuff. Roy Kent is
the human
just
aspect of it is so good.
Just the way that they handle like human interactions and like problems that people encounter. And my sister-in-law, we've been watching it together, and we were talking about it today. Like, there's so many storylines that they're juggling between the different characters all at the same time, but it never feels like overwhelming or confusing. Like, even though there's even though there's all these different things going on at the same time, like it's super easy to like be invested in all of them and follow all of the things that are going on, even though there's a lot going on at the same time. And I don't know. I love when I have a show that I can watch and then like from episode to episode it changes like who my favorite character in the whole show is, because they just have these moments where it's like, oh, maybe they're my favorite character. Like, because like, you know, Ted is obviously great because he's hilarious. I've always enjoyed him even from his SNL days. Coach Beard is just hilarious. It's impossible not to love Roy Kent, but like then you have like Higgins, like he will like have these random like one-liners in like the most awkward weird part, and you're like, maybe he's my favorite character right now because he just comes out of nowhere with these like random statements sometimes that you're like, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, yes.
And after what I've seen of season 3, I'm like, you know what? I would watch a Odd Couple version of this show with Jamie and Roy like traveling the world or whatever together. Like, I think that would be the funniest flipping thing ever. So,
Have you guys dabbled yet into Shogun?
Yes, I was gonna talk about that.
I have not, but I've heard
man.
I've heard really good things about it. So I've been thinking about checking it out. So
On Disney and Hulu.
Very, very nice.
it's on FX, right? Is that what?
Yes,
Yeah.
which FX. Is
Which
Hulu,
yeah, they're
which
on
is why it's
Hulu,
on
but
Disney.
What are you
So
guys
good.
talking about? I think I missed the audio. on
Shogun.
the title.
Shogun.
Shogun. Like Shogun Logan.
Shogun. Huh. I don't think I've heard of that.
It's so good.
It's
It's 1600s
really good.
Japanese. Like,
That's like it's like
Japanese-
feudal Japan.
Yes.
So
Oh, so
I've heard good things. It's like a historic.
documentary series or
No, it's historical.
It's
fantasy.
like a historical
Yeah.
historical drama type thing.
Yeah. I don't know why I said
Like
Oh, wait, I think I might have heard of it. But
so like I mean it's like Vikings and those kind of shit like but it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
set in
Yes,
set in
exactly.
feudal Japan. So I haven't watched it yet, but
Actually-
I've heard good things. So
Supposedly it's a remake from another limited miniseries that they did in the 80s.
oh really?
Called Shogun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is based off a book.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to check it out because I love Japanese culture. Like that's something I've always been drawn to. So I'm
It
looking forward to
immerses
watching
you
playing.
so well.
It made me start playing like Ghost of Tsushima again.
Yes.
it.
Ooh, yeah, I need to continue that. In fact, I'm actually thinking of restarting it so I can stream the whole game. Because I only got as far as finishing the first section. With the first temple, I want to say.
hmm I've yet to play. My brother bought it, and I've been
Ooh.
just waiting to play it.
Highly recommend, fellas. Fantastic game.
I know,
Graphics
I know.
are
Yeah, it is.
impeccable.
It is.
I got a PS5.
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
haven't.
run good.
I have not played it, but I've heard
Get
good
it on
things about
DVD,
that game.
Get the
so.
director's cut. I've been told to get the director's cut, and I did, and I've been enjoying it. So get the
Nice.
Did you get-
director's cut.
You get to sit peacefully and write haikus. What other game can you do that? Come on. That's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
True.
The game of life. I can write one right now.
Yeah. That's true. Alright,
True.
spit us a haiku. Spit us a haiku. Was it like 5 syllables, 7
It's like
syllables,
say,
5 syllables, I think?
hold on, I've got to get my brain going.
Beautiful pastor haiku.
Sure, we'll go with that. Beautiful pasture.
After the haiku, you guys want to talk about a trailer for a franchise that I've also been playing on the PS5?
Sure.
That's a weird one.
All right, here we go. Beautiful
Needs one more
pastor
syllable.
chatting with his friends tonight about his favorite game. Bam!
That's a solid one.
It didn't even take me that long to think it up.
I was just clapping because I that flies over my head.
I was counting, but
Yeah.
I kept my fingers like under the camera.
Yeah, I was
Alright,
counting,
Yeah,
I was
we're
like,
doing good.
okay,
We're doing
that's
good.
Well, I had one and I was about to just rip it off, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was counting words, not syllables, so then I had to had to redo it. I was like, wait a minute. That was words. I gotta change to syllables. So.
Maybe we should change the title of this episode to haiku.
Yes.
I mean, when I make the video version, I can name it whatever I want. It's not like y'all can stop me. But
Hey,
Hey,
Alright, Pin.
my tweet will be out of.
All right.
You can just insert the timestamp there.
Penn, you said you had something you wanted to talk about or bring up?
Okay, so JX and I saw something today, a trailer for a series called Fallout.
Oh
Finally.
yes.
Finally.
Comes out in April. All episodes come out at once.
Yes.
Thank you.
They're gonna pull a Netflix. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. I ain't got time to wait every week. I want it all now.
I like it sometimes. Dude, oh man, I love Fallout franchise, man. Fallout 4, I
Me
played
too.
that, played through it so many times. I had New Vegas 3, dude.
Yes.
I played through 76, not as good as the other ones, but still entertaining. Like, I love the Fallout franchise. I mean, you see the new California Republic flag right there. Everyone thinks I'm from California. I'm not. That's just from New Vegas. The game is so good. And I saw the flag in the trailer, too. I was like, dude, that's sick. So,
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I'm gonna.
Pridwin. No, not Pridwin. It's something else, right? What's it called in the trailer? Not exactly the Pridwin, but it looks like it. The home base of the Brotherhood.
Is it not the Pridwin?
Well, it looks like the Pridwin, but I've been told that it's actually a different airship that's of the exact same model or something like that.
I don't know. I'm not following on that end.
All right.
I'm an OG Fallout player. I remember buying the Fallout 1 and 2 double pack from my PC back when I was in junior high or whatever. Back when it was a 3/4 isometric, like Command and Conquer style RPG.
Yeah.
So I've always been fascinated by the universe. I honestly never really enjoyed the like first person games as much as other people have. I just, for whatever reason, like there's just some games that don't click with me. Like Elder Scrolls is the same way. Like everybody's always like, Elder Scrolls is the greatest RPG ever. I'm like, I really didn't enjoy playing those games, but like, you know, to each their own.
Pinhead's playing Skyrim right now.
You know, to each their own. No, it's not. They're
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Play what you love. I just don't enjoy them for whatever reason. Lots of people do, and that's fine. I never really enjoyed playing Fallout either, even the original ones. I love the story and I love like the universe, but like the actual games, like I didn't enjoy because like in the original one, and I don't know if the 3D ones are the same way, but like in the original one, like when you left your vault for the first time, like if you went the wrong way, you could like run into this like end game level boss, like as level 1, and like for me, I'm like, okay, I love open world, but at the same time, if I can immediately run into like the final boss by accident, that's not really that friendly to a new player trying to figure this crap out. But like the universe itself is really cool, and the story and like all the different things. So I feel like a TV show could be really cool. I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah.
I saw who some of the cast is, and I love some of the people that are in it. So I'm definitely interested in watching the show for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I did a quick
honest.
Reddit for you guys, and it's not the Pridwin. It is a second airship called Cass. Probably mispronounced it, but Caswenen.
Okay.
CASWE.
Well, we know everyone on Reddit is level-headed, and they've never produced wrong information. So
Yeah.
Well,
they
the third one, I
totally-
believe, technically gets destroyed at this point in the timeline.
Yeah,
So
this is 9 years after.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
when
what, a few
when
years
is the show set in the Fallout universe? Like, is it
After 4.
After 4.
okay?
Yeah, after-
Cool.
A few years
Which-
after 4, but who knows
Which is after all
where
the
it
games.
lands with 5.
Okay.
The year is
Yeah.
2296, if you're curious.
Cool. I don't
Yeah.
know what
Well, I
year.
got Reddit up.
I don't know what year any of the games take place, but I was just like,
If you play Fallout 4
Is it-
and 3,
is the
every
show-
other Pip-Boy says what year it is.
so is the show supposed to be like canonical? Like, is it following the like continuing the story of the games? Do y'all know?
Maybe, though it should be in a different area location entirely, so to avoid
So technically, they don't have to,
showing
but
us the exact ending of Fallout 4, because that game did have multiple endings.
true.
Well, all
Very
of
true.
them.
Yeah, but I mean, Even
all of them are.
Every game with multiple endings technically has a canonical ending.
Yeah, canon ending.
So
Yeah.
4 is weird because it's more. It's either you get rid of the Institute or you don't, basically.
Yeah.
So that's why. But the show takes place in New Vegas. It takes place in the New California Republic.
Cool.
And it also, you see an Easter egg to Fallout 2, the shady shores. So that's pretty cool that they're on the west. So you'll see a lot of location based from New
that's
Vegas.
awesome.
So I'm so excited.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to the South by Southwest pop-up.
Oh, are you? That's awesome.
So they have a little pop-up. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna see what they got going on over there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've gone a little over an hour. Y'all want to wrap it up for this week, or y'all have anything else you want to talk about before we?
Shall.
All right.
Yeah, we should get some dinner now.
Yeah, not much going on. I think I'm seeing Dune 2 Saturday as well. So.
Nice.
Nice.
I have not watched part 1 yet, but I have Max now, and it's on there, so I'll probably watch it this weekend, maybe. And then maybe I'll take in part 2 on spring break, maybe. Because I'm excited. Next week, my kids are going to their grandparents for the whole week, and I took off the week from work, so
Nice.
it is nice, but it's also necessary, man. I went straight from losing Crystal to going into treatment for myself and single dad parenting and going back to work because I was out of days and stuff. So I just haven't had a chance to just decompress and everything. So the grandparents offered to take the kids for the week, and so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the week off from work so I can just do whatever. And I may just
Whatever you want.
I may just veg out and play games, or I may go visit friends, or I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But still gotta do treatment on Tuesday, so I can't just go wherever. But I think this always confuses people when I tell them, but I'm a big Portland Timbers soccer fan. And they're playing in Houston next weekend, so I might try and go down there and catch a game. But so we'll see. But just excited to have a week to do whatever. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us. Well, I appreciate it. I'm doing what I can. All right, everybody. We appreciate you joining us. And for those of you listening later, thanks for listening. You can catch us on all our social apps. You can catch the podcast on my channel or on Spotify for podcasters, or Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, all those good things, or your favorite podcast app. If they use the Apple feed, it'll show up in your podcast app eventually. So, but thanks for joining us, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
Great chatting with you, fellas.
Goodbye.